Hello everybody, Flik here, and welcome to a Let's Look At of The Last Federation. This is a 4X game by Arson Games, and I can never remember what the 4X's are. Exploration, Expansion, Mega Man X, and Extreme spelled incorrectly. Let's just go with that. It's a space simulation game. It's got diplomacy aspects, it's got space combat aspects. I've spent about an hour with it. It feels like a very complex game. I actually found the learning curve to be quite steep. My first game ended in utter failure 2 missions in. That should give you some explanation about how difficult it is. I do have a save in progress, but I'm going to try and start from the very start. So I think if I go to quick start, yeah, we can set up another game here. I have just been playing on normal, but there is a hard mode and an easy mode. I'll just stick with normal so you can see the experience that I'm familiar with so far, and we can get into this. So we're getting the intro text. I'm not going to sit and read it all because there is quite a lot, but that is us. We are a Hydra, or of the Hydra, the Hydrals, legally distinct from normal Hydras, I assume. We're the last of their race. Our race got wiped out partially thanks to us, I think. Anyway, we let ourselves get caught and we waited in stasis or an imprisonment until such time that the various races of the universe started to become spacefaring. And now we escape, in a second here, yep, we escape with a prototype ship in order to form a federation. The federation will be for like-minded alien species who have spacefaring abilities, and the ones who are not so like-minded are our enemies. So we'll press next again, and this is still just talking about the race we escaped from. So yeah, I skipped all that because believe me, it's probably easier if I just explain it myself. That goes for combat as well. So this is what combat does look like. And we'll get into the diplomacy side after this kind of tutorial battle. But we control our ship, we can point it in a direction to move. Once we tell it to move, a turn will just activate and everybody takes their turn at the same time. We can zoom out to take a look here, and in this case we have 2 enemy flagships. We can hover over them to see their aggression range, or their weapon range I should say. And in the bottom left there we can see their type, their shields, their hull, what weapons they're equipped with, what DPS we have against them, and so on. It's very, very detailed, maybe even too many details I would say. As for our own ship, top left here, top bar is our hull, bottom blue bar are shields, and if we did have allies, this bit down here would be relevant, although the only people in this fight with us are the Akushins, I think. Either way, they're our enemies. So we can pick a direction to head in. Naturally we want to head towards them because we're going to have a fight, so I shall press that, and then we get to pick how we attack. So we have 3 weapons on our ship. We've got a minigun, which is this massive range here. We could also switch to an energy blaster, which is slightly less, and then we also have a gravity lance, which is tiny range wise, but also very powerful. So we're set to auto fire on what the computer deems to be the best target for the weapon we've selected. I'm just going to stick to the minigun for now because it's good against shields, but once their shields are down we're going to have to double check whether or not their hull is resistant to ballistic weaponry. So I can just click to let the game auto fire and we'll see how a turn plays out. It's very quick, so get ready to see it. Here we go. Right, see what I mean? There's a lot going on in the screens even when it pauses after each turn. So we took 1500 shield damage. You can zoom in a bit here. These are various projectile types. In fact, we can hover over the projectiles to see what type they are. That's quite unbelievable. So these are bullet shots, and these will be energy shots, yep. They also let out armadas of tiny little ships that are very easy to kill. I think we get the ability to do that eventually, but I'm not 100% sure. So either way, we're going to stick with this flagship as being our target. So I want to kind of fly this way. And we'll just let it auto fire again, and we should see ourselves firing at them again in a second. Yep, this is us firing the minigun, kind of like the double orange shots here. We're still going to follow this ship, so we're going to go down here, and it's not quite targeting. You can auto target as well. It looks like the computer has decided that taking out all the small fry is the best bet. I'm not going to argue with it at this point because I don't consider myself very good at the game, so I shall trust in its decision making. We can check out the top of our screen for our objectives. Yep, up there. We can destroy the 2 flagships, or we can dock with the survey platform, which I believe gives you some kind of diplomatic way of ending the fight, but we'll do it the combat way just so that you can see how combat goes. Music in the game, by the way, very good. I'm quite fond of it. Some of the tracks, not all of them. It's a bit loud though. That might be why I'm sounding a bit too loud. It's because I think I've probably got my headsets up too loud. I should just turn that down while this turn plays. There we go. There we go. I don't feel the need to talk as loudly now. So we've been doing quite a bit of shield damage to this guy. Actually, no we haven't. It's been still focusing too much on the little ships. Be very embarrassing if I lose the tutorial fight, but we're not really in any danger. We've lost a little bit of shield energy, but it's regenning pretty damn quick. We're going to curve around here. It curves by itself, by the way. That wasn't me making the bar curve. It kind of just, depending on where you want to go, the ships have to take a wide berth to turn. So you can't just do instant face the other way. You have to think a little bit about the direction you're heading in. He's turning to the right, so I'm going to head in this direction. Oh, right, and after a few turns you get given the ability to distribute your power through your ship however you want. I basically just said what 6 pages of tutorials said. So, you know, sometimes I feel like the tutorials are a little too long. Also, it kind of goes for a little condescending, but it's doing it in a sarcastic way. I still don't like the way the tutorials are worded, in my opinion. That said, they are easy to understand for the most part. So yeah, if I wanted, I could say take away a bit of power and put it into my weapons. If I wanted, it increases their range and whatnot. I don't really need to worry about speed at this point, so I'll do that and we'll carry on fighting with the ship. Its shields are almost down. A couple more turns of firing at them should be enough. As long as the other guy doesn't get in the way. Oh, or the other little ships, they could also get in the way. Oh, this is actually going to hurt. Let's take that off of there and put it into shields. Shields will regen a bit faster now. Oh, I just actually rescued a pirate from an escape pod. One of the alien race from an escape pod. I think rescue isn't quite the word. More like imprisoned and condemned into slavery should I want to afterwards. But we'll see how it goes. The diplomacy side is definitely the side I prefer. Combat goes on a little too long, I think. I mean, this has taken me this long partially because the ship is auto-firing, so it's firing all the little ones as well. But his shields just, are they resistant to ballistic? No, most shields are weak to it. There we go, finally his shields are down. Right, but... oh, I got a message on Skype, excuse me if you did hear it. Right, he has an armoured hull, so he's resistant to ballistic damage. Therefore, I want to fly this way, and I'm going to switch to my gravity lance. It should only go after him because it won't prioritise anyone with shields because it will do basically nothing to shields. Let's see. Sure enough, and it does a lot of damage to an unshielded foe. I think we might actually kill this one here. Almost. Oh, we got it. We did indeed get it. So now what we want to do is switch back to our minigun and start wailing away on the other ship. And all these little ones that they've sent out after us. What are they called? They're just pirate interceptors, that's fine. Ah, the track that's playing right now is one I quite like. Where did that ship go? Oh, there he is. So while we finish this tutorial fight, and then I'll have to talk a lot more about the diplomacy side, I can start kind of going over how you can play The Last Federation for yourself. It is on Steam, it's also on Humble, on GOG, it's on basically everywhere. I'm recording this during the opening week sale, so on Steam it's 25% off right now. By the time you hear this, it may not be. But the current sale price is £11.24. The usual RRP is £14.99, and once again in British pounds. So if you're not in Britain, check out your regional equivalent on the Steam store or your digital distributor of choice. You are faster than me. Oh, that's right, I took power off my engines. Let's just balance that again, and we'll kind of cut you off here. And we'll try and get through your little armada. There isn't an infinite amount of little ships. Like, flagships have certain stocks, not yet deployed. Okay, so they've got 3 little squadrons of ships they can still send out. Hopefully they won't, because it's just more targets eating up my bullets, as it were. Got a lot more turns than it usually takes me to get through a tutorial, given that I've already been through it twice. He's actually outranging me slightly, I think. You're definitely outspeeding me. So what we're going to do is lower our shields a little bit, increase our engines some more. Just until I catch up and then I can balance again. Oh, you turned! Damn you. That's another one of his armada out. Right, you're doing a full circle, so if we do that as well. Inside lane, inside lane. Catch up, damn it. Where the hell are you going? I've never seen a ship so flighty, just so determined to stay away from me. Usually they're looking for a fight. Right, we're going to lower power from our weapons just until we can get over to him. 2 more turns of this and that should be enough. He's putting all his power into his engines as well, he must be. Look at the bad range of our weapons, I can't believe we can't catch him. Lower that by 2, 3, in fact put that all back into weapons. Oh, not all of that, there we go. Let's See if we can catch him. Also, it's a bit weird that we're constantly going, well, it's technically not south if you know what I mean because we're in space, but we're going south in, as far as the screen, and yet the planet in the background isn't getting any bigger. That's a little bizarre to see. It's like the background is obviously a static image regardless of where we are in it. Oh, I just can't catch him. It's so annoying. Right, we'll cut you off down here. There we go, we got a lot of good hits there. We can stay close. That's another one of his Amadas. He should only have one left now, right? Yep. So he's going to run out of ships he can send after me, then he'll have no choice but to come after me. Our shields are actually fine, so we're going to do more into engines again. I'm not getting hit a lot, that's the one plus point. I really want to get into the diplomacy side, because that's the side that interests me. So come on, play along. I could always load my save file, I suppose, but I'd rather not in case I make a mistake while talking. There we go, get some more good hits, kind of. Obviously the bullets are travelling in the direction you're turning at the time as well, so it's a little hard. I do not believe that this ship has never acted like this, either of the other times I have killed it. And it's infuriating, quite frankly. Right, less shields, more engines. I need my weapons up so they actually reach. But apparently not. Ugh. No, we just can't catch him. We're right, full engines now. Nope, we're still not catching him. Oh, maybe now we will. Yep. That was a lot of good hits there. But then he suddenly gets a speed boost, and I'm moving at the max possible speed, so unless his ship has upgrades that I don't, of course, to go faster. But still, I get the feeling that something might have happened with the AI, because this didn't happen any other time, and it doesn't feel like it's on purpose, because, as I say, they're no threat to my ship at all. It's purely just that I can't catch them, which is very, very annoying. I could technically use my beam even though it wouldn't do a lot of damage against their shields. It would, however, actually hit them, so I'm going to have to do this, because at least it's hitting them. Yep, that's what I'm going to have to do, unfortunately. It's the only way, because I can't catch them otherwise. Oh, unless he suddenly gets a speed boost again to the point I can't even see him. Right, he's doing a wide burst, so if we head in this direction he should walk into us. Our beam is reaching him. Zoom out a little bit so I know which direction he's heading. Okay, how much shields do you have left? 18,000, good, this is actually getting through not too bad. So we'll keep chasing him. Oh, his shields are down, so it will not take much longer. A few more hits with this gun and that will be it. Finally! And then you automatically warp out. That normally doesn't go that way. That was a bit annoying, to be honest. So for doing that, we now become detested by their race because we just destroyed their ships. But that's fine. And we get into the star map.
The Thraxians are now spacefaring.
Okay, so the Thraxians are now spacefaring. That's okay. I'm not sure where they are.
Done. Imminent doom is today's advisory.
Yeah, this female, I assume AI voice that speaks, exceptionally irritating. I don't know if there's a way to turn her off, but I certainly hope there is. And let me check, because she was getting on my nerves while I was doing all the disable voice. Is that other players, or is that... Let's just do that and assume that it's her, because she really winds me up. Yeah, so when you get out of the tutorial, you're given these two kind of quests that you can take. They are mutually exclusive though, so you can only take one and then disappoint the other race. So we've got one where we can earn some influence with the Boreans. They're not a race I'm familiar with. Or we can do an Evux and make them neutral with us. Let's have a look at this one. So this is going to give them the ability to be spacefaring. So we're actually making quite a significant difference here if we give them the ability to make ships. We also get a tech for our ships. Yep, the other influence, if we win the stages, they become spacefaring. As I said, if we lose some influence, but that doesn't seem relevant because if we lose the game. But that's okay. So can we take this? We're going to jump straight into another quest, unfortunately, without me being able to fully describe what was going on in the diplomacy. But we'll get back to that in a second. We're going to make everything back to being even. Yes, even. So we've got an ally, I think. No, that's an enemy. emergency response hanger, so that's for me, I think. Launches small reserves of cutters, monitors, predators, and even claymores when the enemy is within range. There's lots of enemies, apparently. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, hang on, there's something down here as well. That's another enemy. So we have to kill at least one, and there's 2 potential left. Fair enough. We'll go this direction, we'll switch to our minigun, and we'll let the turn play out. Oh yeah, apparently these are enemies as well, so there's going to be a lot of fighting going on, and they're resistant to ballistic damage, which is fine. We'll head on over here and fight with this ship. Shield took a bit of hammering there from all the bullets. I mean, look at all the bullets in the air right now. Must remember I'm focusing on this guy. We'll just keep on heading away from the station and that shouldn't be an issue. Keep on heading in this direction. That's what almost put me off even trying The Last Federation, when I went to look at the trailer, and when I saw the battles filled with so many shots, I just didn't have a clue what the hell was going on. It's more deceptively simple than it might appear when you see a like if I was just to pause this here and you saw all this, you'd be like, what the hell is going on here? But really, yeah, it's got lots of bullets in there, but what you're actually doing is fairly simple. You're plotting out your course and then letting your ship attack another enemy ship. You take their shields down, then you destroy their hull. It's pretty simple. That's also partly why I prefer the diplomacy side and all the subterfuge you can get up to that I'll look into after I do this. It gives me more options if I befriend a race first. That's why I kind of want to do this. And it should be an easy win as long as we bring this guy's shields down pretty quick, since the mission will end once we destroy him. Luckily there's no ship collision, and his shields are about to go any second now. Are they down? Oh, so close. Keep going. Yeah, keep on just flying alongside. Oh, there we go, they're down. So now we're going to fly this way and we're going to switch to our gravity ray or whatever it's called and annihilate him. One more turn should do it. Got him, and that should be it. Nope, kill at least one. We killed one. Or do we have to kill the other one? Okay, we can do that. That didn't take too long. And this doesn't look like the type that's just going to try and run away from me like a coward. So the idea is to create the Federation, as I was saying, and you do that by making friends but also removing enemies. I assume that there's no way to just make friends with everybody. There will always be alien races who are just out and out hostile towards you or just other races. So presumably you want to make sure that you befriend the ones who are likely not to stab you in the back, but also you have to make sure that their tech stays up with the rest of the universe, or they'll get crushed. So there are upgrade trees and whatnot. Some of them affect you and your ship and your tech that you have available. Some are purely so that you can give them to other species in order to help them have military or economical or political might. And that's interesting. At least to me. I'm aware that this most definitely is not a game for everybody, and I would say that if you're unsure about it, or if if you're on the fence, let's say, might be better to stay clear. I think it's a very specific 4X game. It's for people who are familiar with that type of game and are very into them. I don't think it's a game to welcome somebody into that type, in my opinion. Okay, we ended combat, so we are detested by the Uxians. We're also disliked by the Evox because we ignored their request for help, but we are liked by the Boreans and we have now made them spacefaring. And we got spread shot. Okay. So we're on Chi, and this is the home of the people we just befriended, because we can tell by their diplomacy here, sorry, influence. And this is what everybody else is up to. We get a ticker along the bottom here, basically just describing what everybody else is up to. We can also fly. There is kind of real-time flying and whatnot. Like if you... in fact, we can have a look at some of that now. So let's go into Chi. And this is the tutorial about doing some helpful stuff. So when you go into a place that you're friendly with, you'll get some friendly acts. These improve your relations. Credit is actually sort of like... it's not literal money. It's yeah, as they say there, it's social currency. So you earn credit with a race by doing good things for them. And then you can use that credit to do stuff. So we could earn some credit with them by helping assist in armada construction or improve relations with other races. That also gives us some good persuasion with them as well. And that takes up in-game time, and then it usually tells you how much time that is in real time too. So let me just see here. Oh yeah, 1 solar month in the game is equivalent to 20 seconds in real time. So it drowns in a lot of information, but that's partly what 4X games do, so I would assume that you would go in expecting that type of thing. So we could also help these guys raid pirates for some loot, and we'll get a random bribe item if we do that. We can also help destroy a pirate base. Let's see what other options we can do here. We can also do unfriendly acts. We can be hostile. Let's just fast forward the tutorial here and have a look at that. So for example, we can attack their forces. We can do a criminal activity by recruiting an informant and doing some damage there. We can also damage their relations if we want to try and start wars. So you have to wage a political war as well as a literal war. And we do also have, what is this? Borain Regiment. Oh yeah, we can look into their political system. This is different based on each race. So, what do they kind of do things? So they like me because I gave them Starflight. It's fine. I don't have enough relations to do interplanetary relations, but I can do local chi deals. What is that? Accelerate warship mobilization, or I can colonize. Well, no, I can't do a colonized moon. Why can't I do that? Don't have enough credit. Fine, but what is this? Make more ships, that is all. Look, there's no cost to you to even do it. You don't have to divert budget or stop anything else you're doing or anything like that. There's literally no cost. Why am I having to even convince you to do this? Oh, humane working conditions and people can only bear these workloads for so long and blah blah. See, I don't like the writing style in the game at all. I think it's trying to be quirky, be funny. I don't like it. I think it doesn't fit the theme of the game. Well, who am I to say what the theme of the game is, but it doesn't fit my idea of what the theme of the game is. So I tend to ignore the fluff talk because it bugs me. So yeah, I can use 230 of my credit and it will temporarily double their warship production. In other words, making them more powerful from a military point of view. So let's execute that deal. Temporarily doubled. There, done. I'm not sure if that had any positive or negative influence. On the screen we can also find some detailed intel on what we've got in our inventory. For example, wait, I have a bomb shelter in my inventory. Provides 1.1 times more protection for citizens from orbital bombings. Okay, didn't actually realise I had that. Oh yeah, we have that captive. In fact, is that 4 we've got? So we've got captive Uxian pilots. They're useful for a variety of things. You can do prisoner exchanges in exchange for credit. You can return them for free to get influence. Influence is slightly different to credit. Or you can be a bad person and you can also sell them into slavery at the black market for lots of credit but a worsening reputation. Yeah, so you've got to balance reputation, influence and credit. Which is pretty tough, all while trying to do your ultimate goal of creating a federation of species that are friendly to you. Right now everybody barred the planet I'm at pretty much hates me. That's okay, that's fine. I mean, we can just burden the universe if you want. Disable Armada, what does that do? Toggles whether or not you can hover over free roaming armadas. Not sure where that is. We can also just attack, but that's not a good idea since these guys are my friends. Computer Advisor. Top 3 suggested allies that are not already in the Federation. Okay, so the Boreans are indeed one of them, so that's fine. It's good that I've been making friends with them and I've not pissed off the Thraxians or the Skylaxians. So again, that's good. Races have different things they're into as well. Like I think I saw a pop-up telling me that either the Thraxians or the Skylaxians are a hive mind race, therefore you can't hire someone to kind of do some shady backroom deals because they have a hive mind, so it makes no sense. I like the thoughts gone into the various alien races making them distinct. Right, so what else can we do? It hasn't given me access to the tech tree yet because I think I need to do one more stage. Let's see if we can quickly fit that in. So we'll go back to Chi and we'll help destroy a pirate base. That should be quite quick. We'll take action. And this is a first battle with allies, which is good, so I can show that off. So if we pull back... Excuse me for taking a drink, got a bit of a sore throat today. So we've got an ally there. He's in a Velociter. We've got another one there. And then up here... Oh, we've got another ally there, have we? No, that's an enemy. Right, so we've got the shipyards that we want to destroy. They are also guarded by turrets. Yep. The pirate raven there, and what is that? Emergency response hangar. There's a lot of stuff to destroy. What have we got up here? More pirate bases. I think we only need to destroy... Oh no, we need to destroy them all. Hang on, so there's not a pirate base over there. That's shipyards and stuff. So we just need to come over here and destroy these 3 and then that's the mission over. So we need to head in this direction. I'll change to my minigun in a second. Why are you firing already? You're allied, right? Yeah. Minigun. And we'll keep on heading in this direction. If they keep the pirates over there busy, I'll handle the space stations, I hope. Let's zoom back in here as we approach the first station. If we get within the line of the turrets, they will not fire at us, so it's okay. I think that my shields took a bit of a beating there because they can't fire behind. So yeah, we're just going to curve around the station. Oh, that said resistant to ballistic damage, therefore energy blaster. Let's try that. Oh, that's good at taking out the turrets too. Yeah, we'll keep on doing that. We're not getting hit, so our shields are regenerating pretty damn fast. Yeah, we can go on just doing the roundabout, although it's not targeting the station. So I think I might switch to the... Let's try the gravity lance. Yeah, it's going straight for it. Oh, where it was. Let's go up this way. Ah, the enemy ship's come over because I've almost destroyed this. We might have to switch to manual targeting, which I've never done before, so I'm a little bit worried about how that'll go. We must have almost had this. Ah, not quite. Take some power out of our engines, take 2 out, put 1 into shields, 1 into weapons. It does mean we have tighter, not as tight turning arcs, but that's okay. See, I don't think this is the best weapon to use, but at least it's consistently hitting the station. We should have them soon. How do we turn on... I can't actually remember how you turn on manual targeting. The hotkey for auto fire is F. Fire at selected ship. Ah. So let's try that again. Fire at selected ship G. Ah, there we go. Target ship. There. There we go. That's rather simple actually. So yeah, we're just going to annihilate this guy. Oh, right, hang on. I have to press it each time though. Oh, well, there we go. That's the first one gone. Oh, this is getting busy. Right, we'll head in. We need to do a kind of full turn, unfortunately. So we'll also... Actually, we'll keep shields up. I'll take weapons down slightly. You saw my range shrink there when I changed where my power was going. And F for auto fire. There we go. How are my allies? Jesus, look what's going on over here. Where are my allies amongst all this? Is that an ally? Oh, yep. His shield is at half, his hull is at half as well. They're not doing so great, but no wonder really, because that is a gigantic mess of battle. In fact, after I tell my guy to move, I'm going to go back and watch all those shots fire. So, go. Yeah, it's a big fight going on over there, that's for damn sure. Right, so we want to, same again really, get in behind the turrets. Oh, hang on, my shields are down, I'm about to die. Where did my shields go? Uh-oh. Okay, go back into shields fully. Ah, they're not regenerating quite fast enough. Let's just stay behind so none of the lasers hit me. They're slowly coming back. Oh, that laser turret is just getting, and he's resistant to what I'm using. Of course he is. So let's switch to that. No, go after the turret. Go after the turret. It's the thing destroying us. Let's do, what's the hotkey again? G. That needs to go. Oh yes, I told you to fire at that. We may actually die here. Our shields are coming back up now. Oh, it resists gravity. Okay. That got you though. So now if I want to stay put, I can press Q and then auto fire. Auto fire. Just until my shields come back a little bit. There's a lot of gunfire coming in if I stand still though. And we're being followed by a bunch of little ships. They usually don't pay the little ships much mind, but in this scenario they're actually hurting. I'm on half hull damage, or in fact less than half. Shields are coming back up kind of. I think my allies might have died and that's why all the ships are coming after me now. We're going to do a tight turn and we're going to do the beam there. We're okay now. Yeah, our shields, we didn't get hit for a long time there, so our shields are okay. Everything's back to being balanced for now. We should be okay. So, I'm not entirely sure one way or the other how this fight's going to go. Win or lose, I can't imagine it's going to take much longer. After we take out these last 2 stations, we win. If they kill me soon, we lose and it's a game over because I didn't save. So I will kind of start doing a wrap up here that this was The Last Federation by Arson Games. It's a 4X game. If you don't like 4X games, or if you've never heard of them, you've seen one now. They are definitely not for everybody. It's an acquired taste, although most genres of game are. But I think in particular these ones are. It's interesting. I wouldn't say it's entirely my thing. I do like some 4X games, that said. But I prefer the diplomacy side of things. I mean, combat is a means to an end. But I kind of like winning by, you know, doing shady, like, diplomatic victory. Like in Civ 5, say, although it's not entirely a relevant comparison. I like doing cultural victories or diplomatic victories rather than, yeah, I've wiped out every enemy on the map. I don't like that kind of winning. So any game where I can do diplomatic stuff I like, and this has that, although it's let down somewhat by the choice in the manner in which it presents the lore and flavour text and whatnot. Not to my personal taste. Also our shields are going down again, so we're going to reduce our engines, buff up our shields a bit more. Oh, I hit both of them there, that's fantastic. So hang on, if I do manual aiming and I say aim at him, oh, I missed. Typical. That one. There we go. Oh, right, okay, we've got one left. If I can just hold on a little bit longer, we'll actually do this. I think my allies are dead. Like, long dead. Come on, just destroy the ship and then we can leave. The base, I mean, come on. Yes! It was a victory of sorts. So what do we get out of that? Alright, we've unlocked the tech tree, so that's good. We can end with a little showing of that. I'll show you the actual tech tree rather than the tutorial, because it's a little bit over complicated, this one. So there we go, what do we get for doing that? The Boreans, they were my allies. They lost 11 squadrons, 1 flotilla, no armadas. Took 71 turns. I took a lot of damage. I gained credit by destroying enemy ships. Just over £1,000, not bad. Destroyed the pirate base, and I rescued, in inverted commas, 3 Uxian pilots. Okay, so this must be their allied fleets flying around the planet, right? How many ships they've got produced, etc. Planet details. I don't think doing that improved my influence over them, actually. It's a shame. Oh, but we can get to see how powerful they are, how many armadas and flotillas they have, and they have emergency reserves, fair enough. Yeah, so we did get the tech tree. Oh, also I forgot we can look at like the racial grids, we can have a look at race relations. So this is me up here, the Hydra or Hydral. Who hates me, who likes me? Like for example in my other game I'm friends with the Andor. Hydral oppression. They're -12. The Hydrals oppress the system from end to end, chaining races to their planets for... Oh right, so they don't like me. Fair enough. We can have a look at tech trees, so we can learn stuff for ourselves, and as I was saying earlier, you can learn stuff purely to give to races to make them stronger. So you can control the balance of power. So we've got kind of advanced science buffs, we've got military ones, both spacefaring military and also land-based military. Can also improve the population, just improve the planet. Pacification gas, interesting. And then we also have vaccines to cure diseases, and then we also have ships, which go all the way up to tier 7, I think? Yeah, tier 7. There's a lot here. I feel like I've only just kind of scratched the surface. I spent about an hour with the game prior to recording this. I'm not sure if I'll stick with it. It's one of those games where I'm very much on the fence, but I wanted to show anyone anyway, because I am aware that people who like 4X games tend to be really, really into them. And The Last Federation does seem like it's a good effort in the genre. So if you are interested, there will be relevant links in the description box below for you to check out. Keep in mind it's not just on the Steam store page, you can get it via Humble or GOG and a few other places as well, or you can just check out their official website to find out more information about what they have planned for future updates and so on. Regular price is $14.99 in British pounds, and I think that's going to do it. It was released on April 18th by the way. I'm not sure when this will be going up. Still, I think that's going to wrap things up here, so I will say thank you very much for watching, and if you want to support the developer any free way, consider liking the video or sharing it with someone who you know that is into this type of game. My name has been Flik, thank you for watching, and ta-ta for now.